packs. I'm gonna build my ultimate team. Let me see if y'all can hear me. Give me a second. Y'all can. Yes. Brian, let me playing ultimate team. Give me a second. Let me get in a party. Y'all haven't really been playing the ultimate team like that, but it's my squad. Let me generate best lineup. I just got this linebacker, y'all. He's 96 overall, bro. I forgot it from my bag, but I got all these coins from mud drafts. Yeah, we really need to upgrade this squad because I actually want to run up ultimate team. I actually like ultimate team. It's just how I'm really playing a game like that, to be honest. But I got work and shit, man. I gotta go to. I gotta make some stuff happen. You feel me? So I don't really be on the game too much. Let me see. I'm gonna keep playing mud draft. I got 30 on open packs. I'm gonna keep running up mud draft though. My favorite game mode, ultimate team. I actually got a team already. Damn. I did not expect to have a team. I think I remember this team. If I'm not mistaken, I think I got Michael Vick on the squad and Justin Jefferson. We'll see who we're gonna go against. I actually want to draft a new team, but hey, I'll take us to the finals right quick. Man, I hope all y'all having a good day. Charlie Ward. Okay, this dude got a pretty good squad. Oh, that's his squad. Damn. I think that the 99s was his squad, bro. That was not my squad. So he definitely has 99 overalls to me. And we're receiving ball first. All we gotta do is
just on the tee. We're set for football, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
It's been like a week since I hopped on this game, bro. I've been on my night shift. Nasty. Oh, bro. I think this is a good squad. But, damn, okay, I like this shit. Oh, yeah. I like this shit.
They will throw on first down with Stewart. Drops it underneath to Spiller. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I need to charge my man.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I actually like this one. I want to put him as a in the trade. Put my guy, Ross. I actually want to put this dude in. Fuck, it's too late.
Throwing now, Stewart.
Fuck.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. Now Stewart, 2nd down.
Shit.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Listen, bro, his linemen are scoring my linemen, bro. I got like 3 seconds in the pocket. Time to start scrambling. I really should have started off throwing screens, bro.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm trying to use this nigga to my favor. Here we go. I'm about to do like this, bro.
Here's Stewart to throw it.
a punting situation.
What I can do.
And they'll send Williams in motion right.
Think about Michael Vick, bro. He really don't got that.
Fourth down.
I got a couple seconds in this pocket.
Steps away. Vick loses the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punted, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense. Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. We're scoreless after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter.
I gotta blitz him.
As they've got it 2nd and 7.
Bro, running the ball and shit, bro. You finna run it again, bro. And I actually forgot I had this one dude too, bro.
Second down, here's Richardson. Flush to his right.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
For the touchdown.
Cover 3, bro. Nigga wide open. It's fat dude, bro. Fat dude wide open.
The first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Alright, bro. We'll let them have that, bro.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
I gotta see it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We definitely got this in the bag now, bro. Now we got Michael Vick on the field. I'm not good with Cam Ward, bro. I don't really fuck with Cam Ward too much. I'm better with Michael Vick.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Vick to throw it. Complete yet again to Spiller. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Here's Michael Vick. Setting up the screen, here's Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Richardson to throw off play action. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys. Really, I need...
Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now here's Vick. Oh, interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And to the 4th. Here's the rookie from Arkansas, Cam Little, ready to get us started. And we are underway from Kansas City. The first carry now. This is Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Sanders dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Sanders now. Off play action. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Briggs. A dump off here for Gore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Now a draw play. It's Emmett. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing on first down. Briggs. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw on second down. Briggs. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting it up in the air and, of course, putting it in jeopardy.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, always the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Briggs. They go with a screen to Gore. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Briggs drops it underneath to Gore. So no gain on the play. It's 3rd and 4 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Briggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he takes this one back. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Jackson now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Sewell. And he will go down. Cowboys sack. Terry Poe coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They'll send Watson in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Jackson, the man in motion right. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. George Pickens, 66 yards. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Jackson, the man in motion left. Love going to throw right away. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Allen now on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jamar Chase, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Allen will try to throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Play action this time with Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second and 10. Love now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Six 0 our score after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Setting up the screen, Harris. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Love now to pass on first down. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 yards to go, second down. Love. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Third down and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Final play of the half. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on third. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Following the interception, Love. This little short throw to Witten. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Jordan Love ready on first down here, eluding the pressure right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Allen able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Throwing is Allen. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Allen. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Allen. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 1st and goal. Throwing, Allen. Now a first down carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, with play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.